Hey guys, how you doing?
Hello.
Welcome on board Amari. This is our very first boat. We've just sold our house a couple of months ago. We bought this before lockdown happened, and yeah, we thought this would be our first video, kind of showing our friends and family what the boat's like and kind of inside and outside. So yeah, it's an Elan 434. It's 43 foot and 13 meters. So it's pretty big for our first boat with no experience. But yeah, we
have 2 dogs.
Yes,
We need the space.
They're not here right now, but yeah.
Well, we have one. We're getting another one next week.
Because priorities. So yeah, we're not starting our adventure until early next year, but we thought while we're here we'll do a couple of videos and we'll try and do this boat tour because it seems to be the easiest one because we're not good at this whole filming thing either. So bear with us while we get used to sailing and videoing, and yeah, so here we go.
To the tour?
Yeah. Alright, well, best place to start is at the back, and yes, this is about 12 hours later from the first bit of the video. But yeah, so this is Mowgli Blue, which will be changed to Amari. Let's do a little bit of magic freeze frame. And yeah, so this is excuse these the loudest ropes that anyone has ever seen on a boat. Like, no matter where you go in this whole marina, you can hear this damn boat because of how creaky these ropes are. So that's one upgrade. So yeah, we just got this wee baby. This is our newest wee toy we got yesterday. This is our paddleboard, and makes so much of a difference. We don't have a dinghy, so this is the next best thing until we have the money for that. Which, you know, priorities.
Yep.
So yeah, the back here's got like a little bit of a bumper, and as much as that probably seems stupid, you never know when that could come in handy. So that's good. And we've got our boarding ladder here, which is all tied up. So if you come on board here, the first thing you see is we've got our hot and cold, not just cold. So it's a freshwater shower, comes straight off the boat, and it can be roasting hot if you want it, if we've got the water on. Right, so two of the biggest things about this.
Left it on.
I've left the tap on. And okay. Right. Okay. So two of the biggest things about this, which are just beautiful, are these wee like pilot seats, we'll call them.
Pilot seats?
I don't know. I feel like that's what they're called now.
Alright.
So yeah, they're class. And this is a dual helm. So if you go back there, you'll see. Go a bit further back. See, we've got 2 wheels on this boat, which isn't super normal, but more recent boats have this. So it was one of the things that was actually on our list of things to have, and a lot of people will be against
There's so
them.
much debate with
double
and single helms.
A lot of people will say don't do this if you're doing ocean sails, but we were thinking about it. Like 90% of our time is going to be spent in a marina or on an anchor, and having this space just makes so much of a difference. So yeah, so then if you come back over, anyway, so we've got our engine controls here, that's our start, stop, and all the rest of it, and we've got all of our, well, that doesn't work, but we've got our wind, well, that's more of a depth and speed device with our engine controls here, and on this side we then have our wind angle, and also you can have that kind of display, whatever, but it's mostly just depth and stuff. So, cockpit table, again, because we wanted this kind of space for so much like usability, you can have so many people around here. Like, I'll not put it on, but you could have quite a lot of people here sitting around eating. You've got a terrible compass that needs cleaned, and on both sides you've got big lockers, and it doesn't look that big, but you can fit so much stuff in there, like a lot of excess fuel, and we've got a lot of cleaning supplies in there. On the other side we've got a life raft and stuff like that. So over here we've got our these are our head sail winches, so our jib winches or whatever we have on. So we've got one on either side, and they're super handy. So if you can see, like from sitting here, you have complete control of the head sail, and also even back here you've got control of like reeling it in and out, because everything leads back to the cockpit, which is so good. So just with the storage in here, it's surprisingly deep. Got my skipping rope because that's what's important to me. But you can have so much in there. It self-drains, so if you want to have something fresh in there, or like cold drinks or whatever, that's good. Okay, so up here we've got our bimini and our spray head, sorry, which we're not going to fill up because it's too nice. But it's decent. You can't see anything through these, but who needs that? Yeah. So if you come up along the side, so as you can see, we have a in-mast furling. So this is the kind company that sold us the boat, which we'll be getting the sticker, rid of the sticker. So yeah, everything leads back, so you can see all of our lines, every single one of them comes back. The only thing that doesn't is like even spinnaker halyards and everything come back. There's 2 extra halyards on the mast here that you'll see that doesn't, but that's about it. So yeah, as you can see, with 2 extra halyards here, which again is quite normal to be fair, but everything else leads completely back. As we come to the front, we have just an anchor which we'll be replacing because it's not quite big enough for if you're wanting to spend every day at anchor. It's only 20 kilos and we want to upgrade that to 25 or 30 because this is, as we said, it's a 13-metre boat. It's like nearly 14 tons. It's pretty big, and that, although it will hold it on a normal day, if any kind of breeze comes around, we kind of need to have a little bit more. So yeah, right, so that I think is the top. So let's hand it over to Laura. There she is.
Hello. Right, so where I am standing is our forward berth. So it's a pretty decent size, but it is quite narrow at the feet. So we haven't really decided if we're going to sleep here yet or not. We don't really know what room we're going to take. But the brightness and the draft from that window is the benefit from this room. So that could be the reason that we go for it, but haven't decided yet. The good thing about this room is the huge amount of storage underneath. Because it's huge.
Yeah, so this
Can you
is...
even see it? Like, does it do it justice?
No.
Oh, you've already got stuff in here.
So I can't even reach the bottom, and then there's another one just ahead. This is where a bow thruster would be, but we don't have one, so...
Means more storage. And there's more cupboards, which with nothing in them at the minute. And then there is more storage underneath here as well. So that is the one plus thing about this boat, the amount of storage.
Yeah, and then under every floorboard there is either something beneficial towards the boat or it's storage. So this one has this is all of the depth sensors and the speed sensors and the water temperature as well. So you could use a wee bit of storage, but that's mostly serving a function. But we'll show you some other ones which are just empty.
Right. And when you walk out here, you go to the right, and it is our bunk room, which no one will ever sleep in, and we use it for our proc. So, proc.
Yeah, it's just great to have. We looked at so many boats that didn't have this, and I think every time we left was a boat with the bunk room, as kind of everyone says you're never going to use it, but just to have it as storage is amazing.
Storage, especially with the 2 dogs.
Yeah, so even under the bunks is empty, under the floor, if Laura wants to show you that.
There's big space too.
Can't really see too much there, but yeah, so it's quite long and deep. It's enough, you kind of think what are you going to put in there, but you'd be surprised what you might want to if you're going to be at sea for 2 or 3 weeks.
The more storage, the more food, which makes a happy Laura. So, and then into this door we have our first head, which is much smaller than the first other head, but
yeah, it's just a wet room, just very basic. But actually
the
pretty
cupboards
decent
are
storage.
actually bigger in here than what they are in the other one, but
Yeah.
the only thing about heads in a boat are the smell. It's just...
Yeah, no one told us
Well,
about
in
this part.
saying that though, I have probably succeeded
A little bit, yeah.
for the most part in comparison to what it was.
It was a lot worse, but it probably will get better over time. So.
It's also not nice knowing that it's not your...
Smell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you come through, you get to the saloon, whatever you want to call it. So this table is pretty huge. So it is. So are we putting this up or will I just hold it up?
Yeah, I don't even know if this is going to be wide enough.
So
Yeah, so it is massive.
it's a huge table.
You can fit 10 people around that easily.
Yeah. So, and we've got a good amount of room for the puppies.
Puppies, plural.
Puppies, plural, to lie. So it is. So that is pretty good. Underneath this storage bit is empty again, very very big, and most likely going to be where the dog food is stored until we hope to get a freezer. But underneath here we have our water tanks, which holds how much, Peter?
So we've got a water tank here, underneath all of this,
And over.
and underneath all here is also water. But the boat has 600 litres of water, which is quite good for a boat of this size. And for us, it means then that it just takes us off grid a little bit longer before we have to think about going somewhere for water. So
More covers, which obviously have nothing in them because we haven't moved here yet. Nav station, which is pretty much going to be where Peter spends most of his time.
my work spot.
That will
Currently,
not be me.
we came with the boat as a super old chart plotter. We just use our tablets and navionics, so we don't need that. But yeah, we're also got a lot of upgrades planned, but this is all the basic stuff. So into where the magic is.
The place you'll never find Peter.
There's a fridge.
But yes, so we have our huge fridge in the galley, which is huge, but the freezer is very minimal, so I would like to get...
Yeah, so this is like a 7 litre bottle of water, so you can see how kind of small it is in there.
7 litre, Peter?
6 litre. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. With then it goes the whole way back as well, and then this is a tiny little freezer, which doesn't even have a lid, but it does freeze, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it's good, but it's tiny. We have the oven, which does obviously, if I can get it, sway with the boat, which obviously is very handy whenever you're at the passage when you're cooking. So,
Technical difficulties.
this is another, we don't really know what we intend to use this for. It's kind of like a cooling box, but it's not.
Again, it is massive. We've got like 5 or 6 pans in there, and they're barely even going a quarter of the way
we
up.
haven't really decided what we're going to store in there yet, but
like there's a drain and stuff in there, so I don't know what you'd use it for, but
yeah.
we'll figure something out.
Our double sink.
That's one of the doubles.
Yeah, and the other side has the fish in it, so we're not going to show it. But no, it's a decent size. You can hold on while you're cooking in case you sway.
Yeah, because I think that was one of the things that when we looked, all the boats that we looked at had the galley down the side, and we initially thought it was actually quite good because it kind of opened up the galley, but having this, even having something as silly as this to like prop your butt up against whenever you're trying to cook is amazing. So.
But this layout also seems more homey,
inviting,
and I don't know if that is how you can describe it, but
and I know it doesn't look very big. It doesn't look massive on camera, but
it's a good size.
It's pretty big for this size of boat, so
like the dogs can sit here and watch me cook rather than at my feet, but they'll probably still be at my feet. But sure.
What about your magic cupboard?
I know, I'm about to show it.
Oh.
The best part about the whole thing,
which we didn't even know was here until we got here this week.
I did.
Oh, did you?
I just forgot.
Oh.
But I did know it was there.
And then below that there's wee drawers as well.
Drawers, yeah, which is unusual again to have.
So.
Which is handy to get things rather than, see, this fridge is going to be hard to find things in. So, And then in here we have more storage, which seasonings and sauces, cutlery and plates.
And what about
bowls,
these wee,
glass,
actually the buttons, they're so good.
they don't, you have to twist them.
And then if
to open it,
we're out at sea, then you can just click it in.
Yeah.
So.
But the good thing is, if you forget to click it in,
yeah, it still locks.
it doesn't open, which is good.
So hopefully we'll not have any
Because we
open.
will most likely forget to do that a
yeah.
lot.
Hopefully we'll not have any open cupboards. But.
Into the first, well, second.
We're going to have to get Laura a sign on every door saying "Mind your head" because she's got this habit where she wears a hat and then walks straight into the wall. So.
Literally right here.
Every day.
Every day. This is one berth again.
And it looks awfully cramped in there.
But it's actually
not too bad at all. Yeah.
Again, a ton of storage underneath.
Yeah, so we're going to probably put a water maker under here, but you could put so much, like that could
Is that
fit
storage too?
in underneath where? Yeah.
Over here?
Yeah. Not very much, it's mostly in engine stuff.
And there is more storage again. And then more storage.
So we're going to have all of our water in here. That'll hold about 40 to 50 litres, 60 litres actually, was it? About 60 litres of bottled water. So that'll be enough for our water needs.
And this is probably our deepest storage of the floor, would it be?
Yeah, we'll probably get baskets or something to put them down there. Again, it doesn't look that big, but
it is very
it's
deep.
It's a bit.
Sorry, our battery died.
So we're picking up
back.
where we left off.
So this is our second head, which has a open shower. Well, open shower. It has a separate shower than what the previous head had, which is very handy to have. It gives a little bit more space. It keeps it separate, so the toilet and all doesn't get soaked. But it is very handy. And while you're at the marina, we do have quite warm water, so.
Surprisingly,
nice.
it's like
very nice.
Yeah.
And then Peter is standing at the door that leads into another berth,
Which is where we're currently sleeping. So I'll go in here. You go in. You know, for some. Sorry, I'm going this way. Okay.
I don't know why he did that, but okay. So it's just the same as the one across the way.
Watch your head.
Except it's got this bit here, so there's a slightly less room.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much the exact same.
And for anyone wondering, like we sleep in there and don't even like get close to each other, so like there is more room than you think. I think when we both kind of got
this part is not great.
Yeah, and which is why in this room there's a little bit, because there's not the bathroom right here, there's a little bit more headroom, but not massive.
But other than that's pretty much.
Yeah, the only other thing then is just
other than the engine.
No, just the engine. Right, okay, so without doubt the biggest question I get asked is like from all of our family and friends who obviously have no idea about sailing because we didn't grow up sailing, is like, do these boats have an engine? So yeah, it's under here, and I would get a torch. Is it easy?
You're alright, yeah.
Right, so this is it's not a massive engine, it's only a 55 horsepower, and it's a Volvo Penta, so it's really reliable. We have to do a service on it, obviously. It's like anything, like any car, you service it every year or every so many miles. But yeah, it's here and it works, and it'll make us go when we need it to, which hopefully won't be too often, but we're in the Med, so wind here is super unreliable. so yeah, that's it. So will we finish off outside?
Are you going to make the effort to go up outside?
Yeah, come on. Any effort, let's go. Right, yeah, so that is our tour. That is the tour of Amari. Again, 13 meters, Elan, or Elan, I don't know what you call it. What did he say it was?
Elan,
I don't know. Elan 434. So yeah, hopefully you liked it. This is our first video. It's probably pretty wick, but hopefully we'll get a bit better at this. And yeah, if you want to follow along in terms of our journey and where we end up, even though we don't leave until February next year, yeah, subscribe, follow. We'll maybe be doing a podcast And
We'll not have very many videos
no, it won't be great this
until
year.
next year.
But subscribe for the future. You know, it's coming. So yeah, look, we appreciate it and have a good one. Bye.
Changing ground, scars, echoes for tomorrow. Love, circle.